So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Instagram class. I love Instagram. I'm an early adapter of Instagram. I've been using and teaching Instagram classes now for roughly 8 years. My first class was with the Women's Council of Realtors. I'll never forget, it was actually at the Realtor Conference and Expo one year when it was in San Francisco. So I've navigated the ins and the outs of Instagram. Instagram is actually owned by Facebook. And so we're going to do a Instagram class, one, because we want to build leads. So we've already talked about leveraging video for lead generation. This afternoon, we're going to talk about how to set up your Instagram account and leverage Instagram for lead generation because I am generating probably about 100 leads per month from Instagram when I am consistent. So I have all of these different landing pages on the internet. And from there, I extract those contacts with MailChimp and put them into my customer relationship management system and send them emails. And Instagram allows you to do that. We're going to have to undo probably what I consider to be some bad habits and implement a few tips and tricks. So I'm going to be a little harsh this afternoon because there's some things as real estate professionals we do. It does not allow us to be found. And so the first thing is secret agents don't get found. You need to self-promote all the time, but not to the point of being overbearing, but to always remind people what it is that you do, because we know that real estate professionals, our feelings are easily hurt, especially when someone decides to use someone else and they'll say, "Oh, I forgot you were in real estate." No, honey, I don't want you to ever forget that I'm in real estate. I am Marki Lemons, real estate keynote speaker and international best-selling author. I just got a photo shoot back from Who's Who in Chicago real estate, and they list all these long accomplishments. And I tell them the one thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that my oldest son, Skylar, is a graduate of Howard University and a consultant at Accenture. I started off as an unwedded mother, but it takes a lot of time, energy, love, and money in order to raise a successful son. So my sons are my biggest accomplishment. I want you to get your pen and paper out. When I'm teaching social media and technology, I like to always show its lead generation value. If we're not generating leads, if we're not adding customers to our customer relationship management system, then everything we are doing is in vain. We don't have time to do anything in vain. So when I start thinking about, well, how much time should I invest utilizing social media and technology? What are some of the things that I should do? What I will say is every single day on your calendar, Monday through Friday, because I do believe we should have off days, but Monday through Friday. I told everyone earlier, I want you to create 160-second video per day. Well, you create this 160-second video per day inside of a 1 hour time frame. I believe we should add 1 hour of social media and technology to our calendar Monday through Friday. But a lot of times we view that as marketing. I don't view social media and technology as marketing. Is it marketing? Yes. But I look at it as lead generation. And if you want to have a consistent business, you must have lead generation on your calendar every single day. If not, it's going to be like riding a roller coaster, and we don't want to ride a roller coaster. So what do these numbers look like? If you want to earn a six-figure income and your average price point is $250,000, you need to add 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system. Right now, I am averaging about 4,800 contacts to my customer relationship management system. But if you want to just earn six figures per year, you need to add 2,880 contacts. What do these numbers look like? Well, you're only going to net 20 transactions and making some assumptions, right? If your price point is $250,000, essentially you would net $5,000 per property sold, selling 20 properties. But we all know that all 2,880 people you add to your customer relationship management system, they aren't going to do business with you. So that's why I'm consistently doing videos. That's why I'm consistently posting photos, because I want the ability to earn a six-figure income just from referrals, okay? So my goal this year was actually $96,000 just from referrals. And I don't accept referrals. I either pair referrals or I give referrals. So when realtors reach out to me wanting to refer me a transaction, I actually refer it to someone on my team, and I don't receive a referral fee on those transactions. My agents do. But then I also have a long list of agents that I'm referring my transactions to. Why? Because I am investing this 1 hour per day, utilizing social media and technology that paints me as the authority of all things real estate in the city of Chicago. So when you start thinking about this, what do people think about you? Do they think that you're a thought leader? So we had a break today. On that break, I went to the post office. I went to go deliver my handwritten notes. Yes, I still write handwritten notes, even though I use a lot of social media and technology. As I was putting the mail into the mailbox, a lady was sitting in her car. And she says to me, she says, "You still in the restaurant business?" And I laughed. I said, "No, ma'am, I haven't been in the restaurant business 20 years. She said, "Y'all still open?" I said, "Yes, we are still open." I said, "And you can go visit them at 311 East 75th Street." "Girl, I remember when you was in the restaurant business and you had the yellow wagon." I was in the restaurant concession business. I said, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Haven't done that for 20 years either." "Are you still selling real estate? Because you know you market everything you do." This was the conversation I had on break when I went to go to the post office. So I'm never concerned about people knowing what I do. What I do know is you do business with me if you want the thought leader. You don't do business with me if either you don't like me and everybody doesn't like me. Maybe you think that I'm too direct. A couple of people think I'm too direct. And so they'll go, or you're a friend and you don't want me to know your business. Okay. So this is what we're thinking about, adding that 1 hour per day, inside of that 1 hour per day, creating video. But why do I like Instagram? Instagram is owned by Facebook. Instagram, inside of Instagram, now has three feeds. You have the regular Instagram feed, you have Instagram stories, you have IGTV. From Instagram, I can share to numerous other websites, including Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Pinterest. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this. So the first thing I need you to do is, whether you are an Apple or an Android user, I need you to go and download the Instagram app. And in downloading this app, think about how are you going to leverage all of your listing photos. So make sure that you have the Instagram app on your device. I have Instagram on my iPad and I have Instagram on my Android device. Okay. What I'm showing you on the right hand side is a photo folder. Not only do I use Instagram, I use other tools in conjunction with Instagram to make Instagram do other things that I like it to do. I use PixArt. I use InShot, which I highly recommend. And I also let everybody in our first class know that they should use this. I actually back up all of my photos and videos two different ways. I use Dropbox and I also use Google Photos. So there's always syncing to two different locations. I use an app called Repost so that I can repost content of myself that I did not create. So if someone's taken a video of me or a photo of me, they post it on Instagram, I am using Repost to do so. I use an app called WordSwag. I do spend, I think, did I spend $3.99 on WordSwag because it creates great content. But let me tell you this, I use WordSwag not only for Instagram, but I also use it to design my t-shirts. So I think I might have used it to design this t-shirt. I use Canva. Now, even though I have the Canva app on my phone, I do not create the content from my phone. The reason is, I told you all earlier, I'm 50. I've been wearing a bifocal now for 10 years. I can't see what's on this little butt phone. And so I like to create from my laptop or my desktop. What I love about Canva is everything that I create from my laptop and my desktop, it pops up in my phone. I use the Giphy. Some of you might pronounce it Jiffy app. I love Bitmojis, and I think a lot of you might have a Bitmoji. Here's what a lot of people don't tell you. Not only can you have the Bitmoji app on your phone, you can also have the Chrome browser extension. So anything that accepts a JPEG, you can actually insert your Bitmoji while browsing the web, and you can plug it in. There is a Gmail plug-in. So Bitmoji is more than an app. And then I use the lens. The lens actually allows me as an older parent to cheat on projects like the leaf project, where you have to identify leaves for your children. That is the hardest project in the world to me. So you just simply use the lens, take a photo of whatever leaf it is, and it'll tell you exactly what tree that leaf comes from, just so that you'll know. So we're going to talk about Instagram, and if time permits, some of these other apps. What I will ask is that you go follow me, Marki Lemons, over on Instagram. I've grown, not that many, but I've grown. Oh, actually, I'm probably at about 10,300 just in the last couple of weeks. And if you follow me, I will definitely follow you back. Now, when we take a look at this screenshot on the left-hand side, what I want you to do is look at the bottom. The bottom, those icons dictate what screen you're in. We're actually going to start in that home screen. So that little house at the bottom left-hand side. The magnifying glass is for us to search. People search on Instagram. They search by names. They search by hashtag, and they search by location, which I'm going to dig deep into. The plus sign allows me to add content to the feed. The heart sign actually allows me to look at people who followed me, my interactions, and activities. And then at the bottom right-hand side, you see that little face and it has the circle around it. Well, the reason that is because we are currently in my profile. This is what we look at anytime we want to make changes to our account. Okay, but we're not going to start here. We're going to actually start on the bottom left-hand side. Now, from the bottom left-hand side, this is the home screen, and this is where you are able to post your content. There are 3 different places to post content on Instagram. The plus sign is to your feed. It should be a square. Square performs best. It could be a video up to 60 seconds in duration. Or you could post what they call a carousel post, which means that you can have 10 posts inside of one, and you swipe left and right, and it can be a combination of photos and video, and each video clip, you could have 10, can be up to 60 seconds in duration. This content is permanent unless you decide to delete it. When we go up, and I should have came the other way, when we go up to the top left-hand side where it says number 1, those are Instagram stories. Instagram stories are vertical content. It has its own feed. So you see those little circles at the top? You will not have a circle if you do not post a story every 24 hours because they disappear from the public eye. But the beautiful thing is you get to archive them on your device. Let's come down, and right next to the square box, you see the magnifying glass. You would have to hit that magnifying glass, and behind there, you can search for your IGTV. But we're going to take a look not only at how to post, but how to set your account up for success. So what I want you to do is not click on the house sign. I want you to click on the magnifying glass. So you're going to open up the Instagram app, go to the bottom of the app, and click on the magnifying glass. I want to see if you have any questions before we do this exercise. Should we use our name, something clever? Oh, I'm going to guess what, guys? I'm going to come up with all of that. So I think Ion, I hope I pronounce it right, it says, should we use our name or something clever? So let me say this, 67% of real estate related searches start with location. This is not about you. So we have to remove us from the whole situation. You want your name to be what people are searching for so that you can be found. So my name is Marki Lemons. The reason I use it as my username on Instagram is because it is my username everywhere. But I think I told you all I'm 50. My parents started dating when my mother was 12 and my father was 14. The reason I'm telling you this, and they were married for 21 years, my own daddy don't spell my name right. So if you don't spell a person's name right, you won't find them. Nicknames are not meant for business, nor are they good for business on the internet because one, how many people are searching for that when they're looking to buy, sell real estate? And then two, what's the likelihood of them spelling it correctly? So if humanly possible, do not use your name as your name because that is not what consumers are searching for. And even if they are searching for it, if they don't spell it correctly, they still won't find you. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that, okay? I know that's a hard reality for a lot of people to deal with because we want to come up with these cute nicknames. It is not going to help you sell real estate. Let me promise you that, okay? There is a new guy. His name is the Tattooed Realtor. Everything on him is tattooed except like the center part of his face. The name matches him perfectly. People will search for the Tattooed Realtor or they'll search for the city that he's located in. But when I tell you every part of his body is tattooed, with the exception of like this eye, nose, and mouth area. I'm actually screenshotted him to use him as an example because his automobile is wrapped. I mean, he went all out, but he's able to be his true authentic self. His sales are going through the roof because he 100% embraces this whole tattooed realtor thing. So when you hit that magnifying glass, look at the very top. Now, mine says top, accounts, tags, and places. Yours might not say anything, but you might have an icon. The icon means the same thing. So you might have a pound sign for hashtags. Places, you might have the location pin. It might not say places, but the order is the same. When people are searching for what it is that you have to offer, they're going to hit that magnifying glass. I typed in at the very top to do a search for real estate. That means I can search account names, I can search hashtags, and I can search location. We want to make sure that when we're creating content and posting it, that we leverage all three: our name, the hashtags that we use, and the location. So I typed in the word real estate, and the first thing that came up was top. Well, top is how I'm interacting with real estate. Okay, so who have you interacted with the most? What we want to pay attention to would be the next screen, which is going to be accounts. Most people do not know that the name field in your Instagram bio is searchable. So people can find you by your name. My government name is Marki Lemons Row, but that is not my name on Instagram. Okay, and there is a difference. I'm going to point it out for you. The difference between your username and your name. So when we look at accounts, the bold letters are your username. You cannot have any spaces in your username. I personally do not recommend using periods and underscores because if it's ever underlined, people won't know if it's a period or underscore. Use a dollar sign, use a number, use an acronym, okay? So all things real estate is their username, but their name is all things real estate with the spaces between it. So your name has spaces, your username does not. Natalie in real estate is her username. Chicago Real Estate Investment is her name. Sylvia Seabolt is her username. Rolet Texas Real Estate is her name. Okay, so you can do some research about the neighborhood you want to be found in and change your name to where you sell real estate and what you do. And I am going to show you how to do that. So name is very important. It allows you to be found by people who don't know you, looking for what it is that you offer. The next thing is going to be hashtags. Only on Instagram is it socially acceptable to use up to 30 hashtags in a post, okay? So I did a search for real estate, And when you're doing this search, it you can also use this as doing your hashtag research, okay? So I know that real estate is popular, real estate investing, real estate agent, real estate life, real estate broker, real estate tips, real estate sales. What I will say, a consumer is not going to search for real estate life. That's something that we use, I would say, to show off for our fellow realtors. So I would not personally say that you would use that unless you're marketing to other realtors, okay? So you can have up to 30 hashtags. So what we're going to actually do is I'm going to go over to the internet because I want to show you how I'm using my hashtags. So I prefer to do this inside of Google Drive. I do use Microsoft Word. I have Dropbox, but I prefer to do all of this inside of Google Drive. When I come over here, and I start searching for a hashtag, you see I have numerous documents that have hashtags in it. 22 Realtor hashtag, 2019 Realtor Conference hashtag, motivation hashtag, 2019 real estate hashtags, 2020 real estate hashtags. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type on that 2020 real estate hashtags. And as you can see, I have a long list, and I do have real estate life, because sometimes you do want to be identified by other realtors because you can attract referrals, okay? So I have these already in a document that I can copy and paste. If we come back and we type in hashtag again, let's look at motivation. So I have motivation like hashtags, and I group them together. So I'm going to copy and paste those hashtags into my post. So hashtags are important. The next thing that is important is also going to be places. Okay, so we got hashtags and then we have places. So let me give you an example. I typed in the word real estate. This is a list of places that came up. The Residential Real Estate Council, home to the CRS designation, the Real Estate Buyer Agent Council, under the Center of Realtor Specialized Education. I'm actually was inducted into the REBAC Hall of Fame last year, leading real estate companies of the world. Well, if I go and look at the Residential Real Estate Council, I can see on the right-hand side all of the content that posted to that location. On that screen, I actually have 3 pieces of content. One piece of the content, we were physically at the Residential Real Estate Council. The other 2 pieces of content, we were in Orlando, Florida for celebration. But because celebration is for RRC, I then posted that content to that location. So anyone who's looking up the Residential Real Estate Council and wants to see the content that's posted there, Marki Lemons comes up numerous times on the first page. What I want you to think about, not necessarily that you would do it to your local association. I do it to mine because I teach for them. I want you to think about today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday everywhere in the United States of America. That means that a lot of people are going to be talking about Taco Tuesday. People are eating tacos for lunch. People are eating tacos for dinner. What I would do is go to my favorite taco restaurant. I would order tacos, and you might have to get them to go right now. If you get them to go while you're in the comfort of your home, you unwrap these delicious tacos. You take a picture of them. You use all of the Taco Tuesday hashtags, and then you tag the location that you purchased them from. Because when other people come to Instagram to do a search for that location, your tacos will come up and they will get to know you whether they know you or not. One of the greatest abilities of using Instagram is to allow it to connect you with business owners in the community that you want to dominate. So let's go back. We want to change our name to what people search for. We want to come up with hashtag list, up to 30 hashtags, and group them together using things like you could use the app on your device. You could use the not the text app, but the note-taking app on your device. You could use Google Drive. That's what I use. And then you want to also tag the location. Are there any questions on this before I show you how to change your name? Any questions? Should we use our name? Okay, we answered that. Any Q&A? Nope. Anything coming over to the chat? You guys have any questions for me? So username is not as important as name. I'm not going to say it's not as important, but the name is what is searchable. And so when we think about being found, you want to make it easy for people to find you for what it is that you're looking for. Really, the terminology would be search engine optimization, so search engine optimization is organic, it's free. That means that you're always talking to people the way that they're searching so that you and your content can come up. That also includes the hashtags. And so to me, usernames are important for a branding standpoint. And so my username is the same on every platform, okay? But on Instagram, the name is actually searchable. So you want to make sure that people can find you for what it is that they want. And the likelihood of them spelling our names correctly is slam to nail, which is why I use the example of my father. I'm dead serious. 50 years old, daddy still don't spell my name right. He is going to add an E to my name. My name is 5 letters, Marki, but he's going to make it IE, to the point that when he sends me a note or a card, my husband always takes a picture of the envelope when it shows up to send me a text to say, and your daddy still can't spell your name right. So it's kind of like a little inside joke right now, but he wouldn't find me. He would not find his own child because he does not spell my name correctly. You think these clients are spelling your name correctly? And better yet, you think they're going to remember your name and the nickname? No, they're not going to do that. And if you're using a nickname, did you inform your state that that's the nickname you use in order to practice business? Like, I got a whole lot of questions now. So we want to think about, what is this name going to be? So we're going to come back and share with you guys. So how do we do this? Well, any changes we're going to make to our account, we're going to leave that home screen at the bottom left-hand side and go over to the bottom right-hand side. You can see over on the left side, at the very top in bold letters, my username is Marki Lemons. One of the reasons I use my maiden name as my username, one, I was using social media before I got married, and I was using social media and my maiden name before I decided to incorporate my husband's name. Then as we come down, oh, and I am the only Marki Lemons in the world, so I don't have any competition for that name. As you come down, it says real estate keynote speaker. That is my name on Instagram. That is not my name anywhere else, but it is my name on Instagram. So that if anyone was searching for real estate, keynote, or speaker, they would actually find me. How do we change this? Oh, but let me point out a couple other things while we're here. As you come down, what you will see in the center of the screen, it says edit profile, promotions, insight, get tickets, contact. If you do not have a business account, you do not have those additional means for people to communicate with you. I do not believe you should have a private account. Secret agents don't get found. And I don't believe you should have a personal account. I believe you should have a business account, because now what I get are the insights, and I'm able to connect my Eventbrite account to my Instagram account. And when I do live events, I haven't done any since March the 12th, but when I do live events, I can actually sell tickets to my live events off of my Instagram profile because I have a business account. So none of that will cost you any additional money, okay? None of that. But how do we change this? You hit the edit profile button, and then the center screen is going to come up. At the very top, it should say name, where mine says real estate keynote speaker. So you'll see mine says real estate keynote speaker. My username is Marki Lemons. Under website, we are going to put a link there, and you are going to get a Linktree account. And then I have my bio. as we come down, you can see that my page is connected to my Facebook business page. I have a category. People contact options is where you could add that get tickets, but people can contact me via email, phone, address, plus the get tickets button, okay? And profile display, none are hidden. So you want to think of, don't go do it right now. You want to think about what are people searching for in your area, and you want to change your name, not your username, your name. Keeping in mind that 67% of real estate related searches start with location. You want to keep that in mind. So we definitely needed to change that name. Now I want to come back here because where it says website, you'll see that mine says, and I've switched this out. So on the left and right hand side, I was doing a big promotion to Amazon and I only wanted it to go to Amazon. Well, there is a problem with Instagram. Instagram, unless you have 10,000 followers, there's only one way to get people from Instagram to your website, to get people from Instagram over to Facebook. It's only one link, right? And that link is in your bio. Well, Linktree is a page with multiple links. So I don't have to continue to share links or switch my links out. So what I want you to do next is go to Linktree, linktr.ee, linktr.ee. I want you to go over to Linktree. I'm going to type it in for you. linktr.ee is the URL. And the reason for this is linktr.ee. We want to get a Linktree account, and this link will be good to numerous places. So you do want to get a Linktree account. But let me show you why you want to get a Linktree account. So when you go over to Linktree, you're going to sign up for free. You're going to have to build this out. You're going to have to build it out. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to demonstrate that for you live. We're going to go over to Instagram. When we go over to Instagram, whether it is from your desktop, from your iPad, or from your mobile device, when I click on this Linktree link, you will see it is taking me to a standalone page with multiple links. The first one, it says sign up for social media made simple. People click there, they can put their email address, and they are now subscribed to my newsletter because I have Linktree connected directly to my MailChimp. The next one is Be Remarkable Notebooks. I have a scholarship with the Chicago Association of Realtors. I have my own set of notebooks to fund my scholarship with my local association over on Amazon because the scholarship is to fund African American females' ability to attend college as a result of George Floyd. I then link you to if people want to make a donation to the scholarship. So I have all of these different, or if people want to apply for the scholarship, right? So I have all of these different links that if people come to this one page, they're able to go get information. And the beauty is everything that I've talked about on my feed, you can go find the link that relates to it. But remember, this is only one link out. It takes you to a page with multiple links in it. So let me give you a little bit more background on Linktree. So inside of your profile, you have that one link. When people click on that link, whether it's from the desktop or from the mobile device, they're able to see all of my links. And I come in periodically and I update it, refresh it, and I change it out. On the back end, I come in and I tell you what I want the name of the link to be, and I simply copy and paste the link. So this is a one of the links, Social Selling Made Simple podcast. I tell people to go listen to my podcast. I tell people to go shop over at my Amazon store. I invite people to my Facebook group. All of these are different links. So when we go back to the beginning of class where I said you should add these 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system, this is how I'm doing it, through call of actions and making sure that I have tools that captures a person's name, email, address. I need something. I need people buying something, doing something, and I've created all these different tools because I want to make sure that I'm earning that referral income. Linktree allows you to do this for free. So here would be an example. At the very top, I told you if people gave me their email address, they would be put into my customer relationship management system. I actually utilize MailChimp. In this 7-day period, right, this list is about 5,000 people on the list. It changed by 50 people because I was at the time using the free version of Linktree. So I'm doing ticket sales. I'm selling you something, but the goal is to get everybody over to my customer relationship management system. And I have every single platform set up for lead generation, just as I demonstrated earlier today. If not, then we spinning our wheels and we are definitely wasting our time. Do you have any questions on what I've shown you so far? So Linktree, you want to change your name, create hashtag documents, and check into the location. No questions? Not a problem. Keep things going for you guys. So now the second thing is you need to have a business account, right? No, you should not have a private profile. How are people gonna get to know you? Okay, absolutely not. So no nicknames and no private profiles. Here's the way I explain this. I know that a lot of people have accounts because they want to share content with their family. Messenger them that content. If you're going to invest time and energy to posting consistently, it needs to build your visibility in your marketplace, or you just playing around, okay? And so if you don't want pictures of your children, messenger your family and your friends with those pictures or those videos. But no, your account should not be private for the purposes of generating leads inside of the real estate world. It just does not work, okay? So we're back on our profile screen, right? Where we tap the bottom right-hand side. This time, we're not gonna go to the edit profile. I want you to go all the way up to that top right-hand corner. You're gonna see 3 lines, but they refer to it as a hamburger. I don't know, it does not look like a hamburger, but that's what they refer to it as. You're gonna tap on those 3 lines, okay? And as we're coming down, we see insight, we see your activity, we see name tag. Name tag is sort of like a QR code for your account that you can share. People can scan it and it opens up your Instagram profile. You could do anything that you saved. So I use Instagram for research. Who are your close friends? Find people and open Facebook. At the very bottom of the screen, you see your settings, okay? So in order to switch and toggle between your accounts, you have to, let me say this, let me clarify that statement, not toggle between your accounts. If you come over here to the left-hand side, you see it says Marki Lemons with the down arrow. You can manage multiple Instagram accounts inside of one profile without logging out. When I come over here to settings, I have the ability that every Instagram account that I have to turn it on and off from being a personal account or a private account. So business, a personal account or a private account, a personal account or a business account. So unlike Facebook, where you have to go set up a business page, that's not the same thing in Instagram. In Instagram, it's a switch on the back end that you switch it from personal to business, okay? So the first thing we're going to take a look at before we look at our settings is insight, okay? You do not get insight if you do not have a business account. So this week, when I took a look, June the 15th to July the 1st, right? I can look at my content, my activity, and my audience. This is where you fine tune the content that you're posting. I realize what my activity looks like, the reach, and the impressions. Down the center's aisle, they're taking a look at my overall growth, the most popular days of the week, and my largest audience, real big in Chicago. Over on the right-hand side, I see the age range of the people doing business with me. I also get to see what, if it's female or male. I have a very strong female audience. And then the days where the most interaction occurs. So you will not have insights if you do not have a business account. Insights is going to dictate to you what content is resonating with people. So I have a t-shirt line, and I can tell the t-shirt line has been doing quite well. Well, the post from the t-shirt line did do well, but the most popular post was the one with my youngest son. So maybe I should leverage him a little more in my real estate marketing. So the next thing we do, come back, we go to the bottom to settings. And when you click on settings, I want you to click on account. This is where you would switch from a personal account to a business account or see what your current settings are. So when you click on account, the screen on the right-hand side open. We have saved, close friends, language, contact syncing. You'll see linked accounts. I often tap into linked accounts to see if I have my Instagram account linked to the Facebook page I want it connected to. What makes an Instagram account a business account is how it is connected to a Facebook business page. So you must have a Facebook business page to have an Instagram business account. Mine says switch back to personal account. That lets me know it's a business account. And you can just you can switch from personal to business. There is a new one. It should say creator. Okay. So I highly recommend that you have a business account. And in order to have a business account, you have to connect your Instagram account to a Facebook business page. As the result of doing all this great stuff, you'll now get these analytics, and you will get the ability to connect your calendar app or your events app, where people can go and register for that directly from your profile. You will not get those additional benefits if you have a personal account, and these additional benefits do not cost you any money. I'm coming back over here to see if you have any questions. You guys are awfully quiet. Y'all okay? Is it overwhelming? Tell me something. Say hi. Type in hi, because you all got too quiet on me. And generally, this is when people have questions. So creator account, actually, I highly recommend this, but let me come back over here and show you what this is. Every last one of you have a Facebook creator account, whether you're using it or not. So a Facebook creator account is kind of like, I would say Hootsuite, a social media management platform, but it is exclusive to Facebook, okay? So creator, let's see here. So Facebook Creator Studio is what you will actually Google. And inside of the Facebook Creator Studio, I can see some insights and how they've declined in the last week. I've definitely not posted as much because of the riots, the looting, my birthday, things of that nature. But it is a social media management platform inside of Facebook. So now you have the opportunity on Instagram to connect your Instagram account. As you can see at the top right here, I have Facebook, and over here I have Instagram. And anything that I've posted, they've pulled that information in, okay? So you have your Facebook, you have your Instagram. So you can have either a creator account that is tied into this whole social media management platform, but it's only good for Facebook assets, or you can have a business account, or you can have the personal account. I decided not to use the creator account and to keep the business account because I still wanted to have all of the analytics. So that was definitely a great question. And guess what? You have this. The likelihood is most people have not used it, so they would not know that they had a creator account. Hey, hey, hot, hot. Okay, Linda, I see you. Let me scroll back up here, make sure that I see everything. So what is a creator account? That was a great question. Hi, Marky. I switched to professional and I was just going to ask creator or business. So your business is professional, okay? I would say you would stick with professional. Um, I post to my accounts using Hootsuite and a tool called Later. So I don't necessarily need the asset management of a creator account, but I want the analytics and I want the ability for people to register for events directly off of Instagram, and you would lose that if you decided to go with creator. Okay, so professional is business. It just says something different based on the platform. Lots of helpful information. I know I'm going to have to take this whole class again. It can be a little bit overwhelming because Instagram keeps on growing, and they just added yet another tool last week, which is Reels. Do any of these apps require monthly membership? So the ones that I shared with you, they do have a free version. Some of the tools I do use the premium version, but anything that I've shared the link to, you would use the free version. Okay, so most tools have the premium side of it, and I would definitely say you want to use the free one. I don't believe that as real estate professionals, we should take on memberships that we do not make money off of. And so I'm not saying that in the future you wouldn't, but I would want you to use the free version to earn money before you paid for the premium version. And everything that I show you, you can do with the free version. What apps can you use to manage all of your sites? Well, Joan, you could use a tool called Hootsuite, and I'll actually log out to show you that again because you have to do this a certain way. So if you go over to, I'm gonna pull up a browser that I'm not logged into the system in. Hootsuite, Hootsuite. Hootsuite is, you can use the free version. It will allow you 3 different accounts, but you have to do this the right way. So don't click on anything yet. In order to get the free plan where they don't consistently ask you for a credit card, you have to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Under plans, you have to click on free. If not, you will put yourself in the situation that every time you go to log in, they're going to ask you for a credit card. So this is the way to sign up for the true free program. So it says try it for free for 30 days. You can actually use it for free for longer than 30 days, but you can only have 3 accounts attached to it. Everything else is definitely going to be something that you have to pay for. I have a professional Facebook account. So let me, that would be a business Facebook account that has a business page. Did you mean to say you have a professional Instagram account? But let me finish reading. IG shares to my Facebook account, but not specifically to the business page. So where is Cynthia? So where is Instagram sharing to? And are you sharing automatically? Right now, you cannot, unless you're using the creator account, it will not allow you to share to your personal page. So that is a Facebook API rule. So unless you're doing this inside a creator, you wouldn't be able to share from Instagram to a Facebook personal page. You can share to a Facebook business page. You can share to a Facebook group. So I would like to know, what do you have set up in the back end for it to share to? But Facebook has restricted third-party tools to connect to your personal page to post. Should I delete and start over? I'd still need to know, it's not, well, where is it posting to? So I don't know where it's posting to. I need to know where it is posting to. So Cynthia, the question I would have is, did you by chance set up a second business page that your Instagram accounts are going to? If that is the case, I want you to go back to Instagram. I want you to go back to a personal page, delete the new Facebook page that you set up, then come to the connected accounts, connect to the right business page, and then come back and change it back to business. So you have to undo it and then come back and do it again in order for it to go to the correct location. Over here, oh, it is a lot. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And let me say this. This is like, we haven't even really got to everything else. The reason for taking these steps is because you can post as much as you want, but that doesn't mean you're generating leads. I'm always looking for, how do we generate leads as a result of using these tools? So you have to set your account up so that when you're posting, your content can be found. If not, you're doing all of this stuff in vain, and we do not have time to do anything in vain. I want everything that we do, that we are actually making money as a result of our efforts, okay? Here's the next thing that I like. So every time, so remember, I'm going to be found because I'm talking to people the way that they search. I'm going to use hashtags up to 30 so that my content can be found by 30 different hashtag searches. I'm going to tag the location so that when people are checking out Taco Tuesday today, if I had a taco from that place, I've posted it, I've tagged that location, and people like, who is this Marki? And then hopefully they will, you know how you do, right? We go and we go down a rabbit hole, right? And we end up on somebody's page, and then we go searching through their page, and then we know they know somebody who knows us, and so we start digging deeper. That's the entire goal, just so that you'll know. Well, every time you post any piece of content, the hashtags are going to go on the captions. I get to add the location. I get to also share the Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr directly from the Instagram app. But I want to give you one additional bonus, okay? I want you to also go and get a free if this then that account. And I am going to type it in for you, but I want to show you what it does. What if this then that does is it automates redundant tasks. And so not only is my content being shared to Facebook, to Twitter, and to Tumblr, every time I post a photo on Instagram, it is also pinning to a board on Pinterest. Okay. And I have a strong Pinterest audience. So I don't have to use any other type of automation. IFTTT.com. If this, then that is free. It will automate redundant tasks. It is not designed to be a social media management tool. It is designed to automate redundant tasks. IFTTT.com. So I just typed that in for you so that you can go and get you a free if this then that account. Do you recommend sharing the same content with all those apps, or is that overkill? So I don't believe in overkill. You have numerous people who will tell you don't post the same content. Here's what is crazy about that to me, right? The first thing, think about branding and marketing. How many times in any given day do you see a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi ad? We see the same freaking ad time after time again in any given day. That's the purpose, right? So people will see who you are. The next thing is that every platform has an algorithm that reduces the visibility of anything that you post. So no more than 10% of your audience, no more than 10% of your audience is going to see any one piece of content that you post. Now, there are people who you are highly connected with on multiple platforms. Yes. So then they might see that same piece of content, but that's going to be a small percentage. Also think about this. The feeds do not necessarily work in the order that the content was posted. So I have people who I follow, and 4 or 5 times a week, I might see 3 to 4 of their same post every single day because the algorithm is shuffling how we see that content. So I believe it is our responsibility to market our products and services across multiple platforms, keeping in mind that everybody isn't going to see any one piece of content, and that I am not doing any justice to good content if I don't consistently reshare that content. Also, not only do I share to multiple platforms, I come back and I reshare my content 6 months later. And every time I reshare content that performed well, I have people tell me, oh, thank you for sharing this. Oh, I never knew that, which means it was the first time that they saw the content. So I don't believe that it is overkill. I believe that you want to share your content multiple times to multiple platforms. So you want to get a Linktree account, linktr.ee. You want to get an if this then that account. You do want to change your name so that you can be found for what people are searching for. You want to use hashtags, and you want to tag your location. What questions do you have? We have actually we have more than 3 minutes left. So I could show you something else now if you don't ask me any questions. These are just some of the tools that I am using. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more hint here. We're gonna go back and get some more content. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I got content for days. I just try to take it easy because I know sometimes people be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Here's another reason for using ifttt.com. So most people are sharing their Instagram accounts directly to Twitter through the Instagram app. When you look at the bottom inside of that red where it says love corkscrew, that is what that looks like. And you actually on Twitter have to click on the link to take you back to Instagram. Well, because I use if this then that, not only are my posts coming from Instagram to Pinterest, I also on Twitter get a full native photo. People don't have to click on a link to go back to Instagram. So that's 2 reasons to use if this then that just for Instagram. I use it for numerous other things. There are over 20 million daily automations through if this then that occur. And I don't know what the new number is. The last time I looked it up, it was over 20 million. So just an additional way to use ifttt.com. One of the benefits of sharing your content from Instagram to Facebook is that images posted via Instagram receive more engagement than native Facebook image posts. I would say the rationale behind that is that Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook has changed the algorithm to ensure that Instagram is known as the #1 photo sharing platform. Therefore, they're letting a larger audience see the Instagram content because Facebook is dominating in the live streaming space. That's just my personal business thought on why it is that your content from Instagram can get more engagement on Facebook than a Facebook photo post. Canva is my go-to tool for creating content that I am posting. Both of these I created inside of Canva. I have all of my colors in Canva. My fonts are in Canva. You can see that the fonts and a lot of the things look alike. But in closing, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tools right now that you can use for free, but it is remove.bg. So when you look at that content that I just posted, and let me come back and share it with you again. So both of these pictures that I used of myself, these are what they call to be a PNG transparent photo. That means that I removed what was in the background before. I used to spend a lot of time to create these type of photos, or I had to pay someone to do it. Today, I don't have to do that. I come over to remove.bg. There is a free version and a premium version. It says upload your photo. I am going to come over and pick a photo of myself. I might even pick one of those photos I've already used. So my professional photos, let's pick one as soon as it comes in. Let's use this one. I upload the photo. It takes a second. It removed the background. Okay. So that definitely had a different background. It removes that background. I download this photo. I take it over to Canva, and now I can create marketing content without having that background. And yes, you do want to use the free version of Canva. So the free version of remove, remove.bg, and also the free version of Canva. So Canva, canva.com, and then remove.bg are other tools that I am using for absolutely no cost in order to get things done. I believe in free tools. What questions do you have? I know it's a lot. Guess what? We recorded it. You can watch the replay if your association is providing it. No questions? You guys have been awfully quiet today. Well, let me say this. Once the coronavirus, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Once the coronavirus is over, my goal is to hit the road and to come back and see you guys face to face. Feel free to connect with me online. Of course, my username is Marki Lemons across all of the platforms. And I do believe that the replay will be available. I thank you for having me with you today. Let me know if you need anything. But let's look to connecting online. Everyone, have a good day. I see people have to go to appointments. Go make that money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Goodbye, everybody.